think it's a huge deal. Like, maybe you'd get 12 stun out of it, maybe 3 attack. Let's just check it. So in the bear tree, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'might get like 6 or 7, maybe 8 additional attack, which is pretty good, I guess. I mean, that's like an additional potentially, you know, 10 to 15% on base damage. The stun would be like twice as much, so that's definitely good, but I don't think it's a reason not to invest in a weapon. We're gonna try to boost up our damage a little bit. To counter, I think, the hit point sponges of Drengr difficulty. Play says, what's a Helix credit? Helix credit is the in-game currency, Ubisoft in-game currency for Assassin's Creed. Or I'm not sure, I wouldn't say in-game currency, it's the microtransaction currency. So, here, I'll just pop open the store again, so you can see. I haven't checked to see if there's ways to earn. Let's just see if there's ways to earn Helix credits. I mean, it says there's no other way to get them except for purchasing Helix credits in the store. But somehow I got 300, I don't know. I don't know if I thought I had something to do with some sort of Ubisoft challenge or something, but I don't see any information on it. It's definitely not $20 for blue. So that's a step up. Problem with some of these things is you can't actually see, like, it's pretty crazy. Let's say, I mean, for example, I was gonna, you know, just say I was gonna. There's no way to see, you can't actually see the stats. Right? Can't, so you don't really have a way to compare it to anything. That seems like a huge oversight. Seems very strange. That would be the case. I mean, if it was just some sort of cosmetic that replaced your weapon visual, I'd get it, but not what it's supposed to be. They've got different mounts too. You can get a riding wolf. Or a Pegasus type thing. Replace your birds. I mean, I don't mind, to be honest, I really don't mind them making, you know, microtransactions for things like this, because like it's just, oh, it's $3 for a different visual for your blood eagle. Might be a little pricey, a little bit, but I mean it's not huge. I mean, it's half of a boba, for God's sake. So I mean, and there is some modeling and texturing work that goes into this stuff, so I mean, I respect that. Those are places. So have combat effects? Yes, I mean the weapons do. I mean the weapons I think are all at mythic level, so you don't need to upgrade them anymore. But you can't actually see their stats. As far as the mounts are concerned, they don't have any kind of combat effects. It's really just kind of as visuals. Things like the mounts, I think, you know, if you create a riding wolf, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, is it worth $8? I don't know, but it's not a, I don't feel like it's super overpriced. It would be nice to have in-game ways to acquire those things, I would say, but I also know that they might not have the budget or the time to create these things unless they thought they could recoup some expense. So, I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have it as something you can acquire in game, but if you, I guess it's, if it was the choice of making, you know, selling it for $3 or not having it at all, I think it's fine for them to sell it for $3. The only things I think I have a problem with is when it's like, oh, buy super powerful armor or buy super powerful weapons and oversimplify the game. I think that's kind of silly, but again, it's single player, so up to the person. Packs, huh? Let's see what pack. The Drengr pack. So $20, you get the full Drengr armor, plus the Drengr steed, plus the Drengr raven. Berserker pack. Gives you the Berserker armor. I mean, if you look at this stuff, this is obviously stuff that would require time to model, to texture, to rig to animate effectively. You get the wolf mount with this pack. Get some kind of rune, kind of metal covering or rune covered raven. Cool. The set says increase speed when taking damage until you heal yourself up to 5 times. And then I think the full set bonus is additional increase to attack and armor. Seems like a pretty good pack. You can get the unicorn ship pack. Your ship has unicorns and rainbows. Gozer Play says, my thing on the weapons is, are there comparable items in game? Yes, there are better items in game, to be honest. But some of those items are, the items in game are kind of tough to acquire and might require a long quest chain or something. But there are better items that you can acquire just in game. Ghostar Plays says that pack would probably be the better deal. The amount is 800 on its own. Yeah, exactly. Wait, can you acquire Helix credits through gameplay? I don't think you can, but I'd have 300. I don't know how I got 300. I just remember seeing some sort of Ubisoft notification, and I thought it had something to do with some sort of Ubisoft challenge, and then it said I had 300 Helix. I don't know what that's about. But when I looked it up, I didn't see that there was anything about earning Helix credits. There's also other ways. There's apparently a vendor in the game that you can get at a certain point that has rotating Helix store items that you can use, that you can get by, you can purchase them with opals. Opals are hard to find items. You can do some daily quests and things to get them, but you can earn opals and then use it to purchase this Helix stuff. But what I saw was like a 350, what would cost like what would be a 350 Helix item might take you like 2 weeks of daily and weekly opal grind. You're essentially doing that daily and weekly quests to acquire enough opals in order to get something that would be $3.50, essentially $3.50 Helix. So my biggest thing with microtransactions in game is that, again, I don't mind when a studio says, look, we want to do more than what we were actually budgeted for in a game development, and we want to give players more flexibility on appearance and things like that. And so we'll sell that stuff through microtransactions, and it will be at some sort of reasonable cost that makes sense, you know. Like a Fallout 76 thing where you're paying like 15 20 bucks for a blue paint job on your power armor is absurd. If you're paying 15 bucks for a unique, fully nicely modeled and textured armor set and with weapons and things like that and mount, I think that that's a more reasonable. There's a lot more value there, clearly. But for me, the biggest thing is that it's a slippery slope for developers, because a lot of developers just don't know how to draw the line. They don't know how to make cool stuff and then sell it at a reasonable price. Instead, they end up making crappy stuff and selling it for an expensive price. And it's just, I think it's just an insult to gamers. I think it's an insult to their fan base. So I just think that it's just one of those things that I think if you have, as a developer, if you have good self-control and you have a real desire to do extra cool stuff for your player base, and you're under the and you realize that the best way to do that is to create some additional microtransaction on things that are fairly priced, I think that's great. But just most game companies have a really hard time doing that without succumbing to, oh, well, I'm sure that there's some sucker gamer out there that'll buy this, you know, green paint job for $15 or $10. You know. Wizard Play says, I will say the items looked really well made. Yeah. Yeah. And to be honest, one of my microtransaction guilty pleasures is Black Desert, because the artwork is so phenomenal. The armor designs and weapon designs and stuff are so cool looking, and it's all cosmetic there. It has nothing to do with your actual ability to compete. It's just completely cosmetic. So I don't mind paying for good art, you know? Head to next location. I think one of the other difficult things is pricing. When you think about, oh, I can get a Witcher DLC for like 20 bucks, and it's like the entire Blood and Wine expansion, which is almost the size of, it's a significant chunk. It's like 50 to 75% of the size of the base game, and it looks amazing. It was a fantastic experience to play through it. And it gives you hours and hours of narrative, memorable moments. And that's 20 bucks. You know, when you start coughing up 5 or 10 bucks for tiny little cosmetic items that are trivial, it starts to feel unbalanced, you know? And it also, that's the kind of thing that worries me, because when developers go, oh, why do a whole expensive, long development process around, which has more risk, around a $20 DLC, when we can just sell them, you know, 4 mount cosmetics or 2.5 mount cosmetics for $8 a piece. You know what I'm talking about? FP says, yeah. Hey Rock, welcome back. Yeah, they have been. I haven't really played Assassin's Creed in a while, so I don't know really the full extent of it. I don't know if this these items and their appearance and their quality and the price is similar to what they've done in the past, or if this is a new pricing model. So I don't know.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Snottinghamshire. This is where we're in a place called Snottinghamshire. Where are you from? Snottinghamshire. You would never admit that. You would never admit that you were from Snottinghamshire. Poser Play says Odyssey is a cash shop similar to this, I think. Yeah. I just don't know if how the pricing is, but I'm curious now. Rock says I should have said, "What happened?" Yes, you should have. You think it's pronounced Snowtinghamshire? What happened? Yeah. I don't think it's Snowding. Maybe it is, but it's sorry, it's Nottinghamshire. Alright, let's get us a horse. Or if we could pony up $8, it'd be a wolf. Oh jeez, I think we gotta go way around. Oh no, okay, we're fine. What happened is that we found Chelbert in the bathhouse hiding out. Is a lynx really? A lynx is attacking me on a horse, really? Multiple lynxes? What the hell? What? I'm being attacked by crazy wild house cats. What the hell is... Whoa, what? I just keep running across all sorts of insanity right now. Whoa. Run away. Just, oh no. The horse was killed. Alright, that's the what happened moment for sure. The lynx have bows. No, the lynx drove me into a bridge that was protected by people with bows. I was chased by the lynx for like half a mile. I was chased by the wild house cats for half a mile. while I was on my horse at full speed. I'm sorry, that felt like a total like Twilight Zone moment. Can I get my horse back? Alright, he's still alive. Okay, good. He wasn't eaten by the wild house cats. Alright, where are we? We were driven off of our path. We need to figure out where we're at. Okay, I've got to just swim across the way. Probably the best thing to do. Cola. Suggested power 90. Scrappy and surprisingly tough. Cola likes to fight close in, but can handle a bow as well. His motto is voice of a new generation. That's his motto. So his motto says, blood speaks true. Yeah, as long as it's not that Hansen's crap, right? You know, all natural soda crap. All natural cola.
Tight-lipped man here. He'll never say anything again.
We've told you everything. Won't you let us go?
That depends on what happens here.
What do you think? By land or by water?
We take a boat.
Somebody please clip me being chased by the wild house cats.